annual Micah Awards evening for the Micah Institute of New York Theological Seminary.
This banquet celebrates our engagement with what we call a prophetic activism, are getting involved in social justice issues in New York City.
Contesting what's wrong with the system, people at the bottom of the ladder not getting paid enough to survive.
Support workers' justice and living wage using a biblical motif.
Inspired by the Hebrew prophet Micah's call to do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with our God, we seek to educate faith leaders to fight poverty and injustice. We're excited about tonight because we're going to be honoring some amazing leaders in our city. By their fruits you will know them. And the 4 leaders we're honoring tonight have had very fruitful ministries in New York City, fighting for a just, equitable, and sustainable New York.
And this pastor said, I will come with my congregation, and thousands of us will get arrested in Central Park for a living wage for all New Yorkers. And I knew that was a man who was a leader and that I could follow. Yeah. Put your hands together to the closest thing to Martin Luther King Jr. I've ever met in New York City, Reverend Michael A. Warren Jr.
Which means that all of us who've engaged in this kind of justice work understand that in spite of the limited resources, it does not hinder our courage, our tenacity, our audacity to fulfill the work. In fact, what I've learned in my own life is that sometimes working with those limited resources is just the kind of inspiration I need to understand that this work is bigger than me. Because if we were all in here engaged in this work for ourselves, many of us would have given up a long time ago. But we stand and we work and we push and we commit, not just for ourselves, because we understand that we have a divine calling and a divine mandate, not just to be a better worker, but a better human being.
Now I would like to present the Micah Doctor of Ministry candidates for 2014. Please come forward.
My name is Dr. Otis Sowa. To make it short, we are going to build a housing in Glendora, Mississippi Valley.
I'm grateful to you because I must say this, because you're coming to the AACEO inspired Dr. Hattie Hall. Called me and tell me I got to do this with her. So because of that, here I am today. But
my project was the betrayal of the silent sheep. Being the silent sheep, those in the congregations who have not been called or stirred up to recognize they need to be involved in social justice.
I'm Dr. Yvonne Solomon. My project title is Creating the Abundant Life, Model for Transformation, Homeless No More. Poverty is not a sin.
And tonight we begin by honoring a friend and a leader, a brother, with whom we've shared many years of hard work and struggle, but who was a giant in this work even before many of us were here.
So friends, it's one thing to receive an award. An award is a good thing, but it's something of an entirely different magnitude to receive an award from your peers. And not just peers, but people whose life and work and principles you deeply admire, and that's certainly the case for the Micah Institute. So I really want to salute them in their work. And I want to thank particularly the staff, Alexi and Leah and Peter and the entire board for this honor, which truly is humbling. I also want to congratulate the other awardees this evening, Dr. Hunt Hendricks, Bishop Blanchette, and Reverend Shriver. And to Don Shriver, I want to say you truly are a long-distance runner for justice, and I think everyone will join me in wishing you a refuah shlema, a complete healing. Our prayers, our thoughts are with you.
a woman of wealth, she has had the courage to speak truth to power. The Wall Street Journal has quoted her saying, "We should acknowledge our privilege and claim the responsibilities that come with it." Dr. Leah Hunt Hendricks.
So much to the speakers who went before me, to Rabbi Feinberg and Reverend Schreiber. It was such an honor. I want to take my few minutes up here really to express my gratitude to Peter. Peter has been an incredible friend and inspiration and mentor to me over the past few years that I've known him. So thank you all so much for all the work that you do, and especially the demons at Micah, and to Peter and to Micah and LFC for all of the great work that you do. Thank you.
Last but not least, we have our very own sweet and brilliant, fearsome, the Right Reverend Bishop Dr. Raymond Ruffin Blanchette. A round of applause.
I give honor to God, who is the head of my life. I want to extend a special blessing this evening and a special thank you to my wife and my life partner, Nadine Ruffin Blanchette, who is here with me this evening. Tonight is her birthday. This is important, and you need to understand this is God's work in which we're doing right now. And I bless each and every single last one of you for understanding and taking the time to recognize this work. Because a lot of times it can be very lonely. And as I say to everyone else, I say to you tonight, the Lord bless you, and His name is still Jesus.